Robot! Robot!
Все, блядь. Да хули я уже. Что делать? Вылазить надо.
Have you ever felt the pure terror of a hunting encounter completely spiraling out of control? Picture a massive grizzly taking 3 direct hits and still charging, or being trapped in the pitch-black woods with a predator nearby. If this was your reality, could you hold your nerve? On January 28, 2023, a video was uploaded to the YouTube channel Stuck in the Rut, and it quickly went viral. It follows siblings Tana and Trevor during a brown bear hunt deep in the Alaskan wilderness. After several days in the backcountry, they finally spot the bear they have been tracking. What should have been the final stretch of the hunt suddenly turns into a dangerous situation. The hunters try to close the distance for a clean shot, but the bear moves higher up the mountain. Despite exhaustion and severe terrain, snow, ice, and steep climbs, they continue pushing forward. The wind makes it even harder to stay undetected.
Hey!
Did you hit it? Oh, he's getting up. Here we go. Jeez, go down. I think you got him.
Trevor sees the bear within range and prepares his rifle. But at the worst possible moment, the gun jams as he struggles to fix it. The bear begins moving toward them. Trevor manages to fire 3 shots. All of them hit, but the animal keeps advancing. Even wounded, the bear does not stop. The distance between it and the hunters closes quickly. When the gun jams again, it becomes clear it is time to run.
We just had this bear running up there. It was bedded when I shot it, and it actually came running after us. Came all the way down the hill. This is its tracks and blood trail.
They turn off the camera. This is no longer about filming. It is about survival as they flee. Tana pulls out her phone to record what is happening. The bear chases them down the mountainside, forcing them to abandon their gear. Only at the very last moment does Trevor manage to fire a final shot, and this time it brings the animal down. This story could have ended in tragedy. It serves as a clear reminder of how dangerous wild animals can be even when wounded, and it leaves many wondering how anyone can truly prepare for moments when nature refuses to back down. This footage shows a hunter handling a captured baby moose, unprepared for what happened once the restraints were removed.
Here now. Come on, little girl. Hey, hey, hey. Oh, you're a mean little girl.
The animal reacted suddenly, catching him off guard. Fortunately, no serious injury occurred. Viewers later warned that removing the blindfold too soon was a mistake, and if this had been a full-grown moose, the outcome could have been much worse, leaving the question of how close this encounter came to turning deadly. They thought they were safe in the tree until the bear stopped below and looked straight up. In that moment, the hunting encounter had already begun. On May 19, 2008, YouTuber Justin Burton uploaded a chilling hunting encounter video to the platform. Jason and a friend were out hunting in Alberta, Canada. They were positioned in a tree with their rifles when they suddenly noticed a black bear in the distance. At first, that was nothing unusual for the area. But when the bear begins moving closer, the situation quickly shifts into a tense hunting encounter.
was. Did you see me? I pulled my gun. I was about to blast him. Did you see him go over and grab the tree?
Yeah. Hey, Papa, that was a big bear.
I should have blasted him a long time ago. Why did he attack my tree like that? Huh?
The animal slowly approaches the tree, clearly aware of their presence. It circles while looking up, almost studying them. The tension builds with every step. Then suddenly, it lunges upward toward the trunk before dropping back down and running off into the forest. You can hear the fear in Jason's friend's voice, and honestly, it makes sense. Hunting wildlife is one thing, but facing a predator that powerful at that distance is something else entirely. If you were in that position, would you stay still or move before it gets closer? On January 25th, 2023, a disturbing hunting encounter was uploaded by a user known as King Outdoors. In the video, a group of friends are duck hunting on a local lake. It is early in the morning, and they are just getting settled for the day. That is, until they are approached by an unexpected visitor, turning a normal outing into a tense hunting encounter.
What's up? No. Not sure. Is that them? We talked to them earlier.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I hunt here every day.
We were supposed to be, our blind's way that way. We got fucked. We had 2 blinds. They both were taken this morning. This was the last resort type thing. We don't ever hunt over here.
Yeah, well, I mean, I hunt here every day, so.
I'm not too sure. They had somebody come talk to us, but I'm not sure.
No, that's that guy over there. He hunts every day too.
Oh, over here? Yeah. We got fucked out our spot and just kind of made our way over here looking for something and ended up over here. Is that them?
Yeah, no. Coach Lewis is who I'm meeting.
Yeah, do you know where they at though?
I don't think so.
They got a boat out there too. I'm not too sure what kind of boat they in.
Bye. Go home. Bye.
Yeah, sorry about that. We don't ever hunt over here, but yeah, we never come over here. So
Suddenly, a man arrives in a boat. He calmly tells the group that he hunts there every day, clearly attempting to pressure them into leaving the area. The group remains composed, explaining that they also have the right to be there. But the man refuses to back down.
yeah, we got fucked. They just kind of looked for something.
A lot of white people would have said, "Oh, it's your blind, sir. Let me get out."
We tried to go talk to the dudes in ours, and they said, "Fuck us. We just came look for something." I'm sorry about it. We don't ever hunt over here.
Cut that whole interaction. If he comes back over here, I'm calling that fucking game warden.
Hey, also, don't break my brush. Y'all didn't break none of it.
No, we didn't. We had somebody. I don't know if that's who you're talking about. It came grab a couple pieces.
Yeah, that's him.
Alright, it must be them. I don't know where they went. I think they went that way. Like out.
He then begins revving his boat motor repeatedly, deliberately trying to scare away the nearby ducks and disrupt their hunt. You can hear the frustration building as the situation continues. The group warns him that they will contact the warden if he does not stop. Eventually, he leaves. But honestly, situations like this should never happen. Conflict can build quietly before anyone realizes how serious it is. If you were there, would you stay calm or leave before it gets worse? On July 5th, 2020, Fahid Kolsberg uploaded a video that captured a night no one would forget. This hunting encounter took place in Swedish Lapland, Norrbotten County, during the summer of 2021, far from the nearest town. He was there with his dog Riley, the cheerful husky, fishing and preparing to sleep on top of a mountain. For weeks, the area had shown clear signs of bears. Deep claw marks were carved into trees, still fresh and sharp. Bear attacks in Scandinavia are extremely rare. There are only about 2,100 to 3,000 brown bears in all of Sweden, and they are known to be shy animals. That is why he did not carry a gun or bear spray. In Sweden, bear spray is treated like a weapon and requires a special license. The land is vast, the population is small, and bears usually keep their distance, making this hunting encounter feel unlikely at first.
Just keeping my eyes open. There. This is all fresh. So it is. There's a clear track down to the river.
That evening felt different. As he moved through the quiet landscape, the forest suddenly felt too still. The wind stopped, and Riley froze. Then a sound came from the darkness.
There are some birds in distress over there. I just saw an animal move. Put Riley on a leash.
He realized something was close, very close, as a shape moved between the trees, turning the moment into a tense hunting encounter.
There it is. It's a bear. Where is it? I just saw it. I just saw it. There it is.
Fear took over as he shouted, trying to appear larger and scare it away. His voice trembled, but he kept going. Riley stayed close beside him.
Stand right there. There it is. Stanna, Riley, stanna. There. Come there.
The moment overwhelmed him. His screams cut through the forest, his throat burning as panic filled the air. The bear moved quickly, then stopped. The seconds felt endless.
There it is. Between. There. It's coming here.
Hey! Hey! Gå bort härifrån! Kom inte hit! Kom inte hit! Hör du det? Don't come here! Nej, kom inte hit! Nej! Kom inte hit! Nej! Gå bort! Gå bort! Kom inte hit! Kom inte hit! Gå bort härifrån! Höp! 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 Ah! Gå bort! Gå bort! Gå bort! I see you! Kom inte hit!
He continued shouting step by step, telling it to leave. The forest responded with silence and the sound of heavy breathing. The truth soon became clear. It was a young bear cub, curious, not hunting. Then it turned and disappeared back into the trees. But the hunting encounter was not over.
Go bort! Don't come! Go away! Wah! Nothing here for you! Nothing here for you! Nej! It's running away. It was a young cub.
As midnight drew closer, fear returned in a different way. Cubs are never alone. Somewhere in the darkness, the mother could be watching. One question stayed in his mind as he waited through the night. Would the bear return, or would the forest finally let him rest? If you were there, would you stay through the night, or leave before something else appears? Just a heads up, this following video includes some graphic and potentially disturbing moments that may be hard to watch for some viewers. On the channel Hunter's Notes, the footage recorded on May 30th, 2019 became something the creator never expected to capture that day. He made his way into the snowy forest. moving carefully while several of his dogs ran ahead. Suddenly, the dogs became aggressive, barking loudly toward the trees, and when he looked up and realized what had them so alert, his blood ran cold. A bear was moving through the woods. The hunter lifted his rifle and tried to line up a shot, but the bear kept slipping behind branches, and he was never able to get a clean shot. He didn't want to risk a poor shot with low visibility, so he held back and continued following from a safe distance, hoping it would step into a clearer area. For a while, everything stayed the same. The bear moving forward, the hunter trailing behind, and the dog staying close. But when he stepped into a more open space, everything changed in an instant. The bear suddenly turned around. It paused for only a moment, then charged directly at him, turning the situation into a life-threatening hunting encounter with no time to react.
Стой! Взять его! Взять его, ребята!
Once everything finally went silent, the reality set in. The dog that had stepped in first, the one that ran straight at the bear to protect him, had taken the full impact of the attack. The snow around them made it obvious what had happened, and the dog didn't survive. The hunter saw the scene, checked the surroundings, and left the area. There was nothing else he could do. Sometimes moments like this don't fully make sense until it's too late, and small choices can quietly change how everything plays out in seconds. If you were in that kind of hunting encounter, would you have reacted any differently? This is a lesson learned the hard way on Roman Krivanogov's channel, which usually features calm outings in the wild. The video from December 22, 2010 captures one of those moments that ended very differently, turning a quiet trip into a tense hunting encounter in the wilderness. A bear had entered their campsite and was going through their belongings, and with slow and deliberate movements, it checked everything. Roman and Sergei had already climbed to a higher spot for safety and quietly reminded each other not to speak. The bear continued exploring, moving items aside as it followed a scent. No one attempted to scare it away. They both remained silent, watching from above while the bear made its next unexpected move, making this hunting encounter feel more unpredictable with every second.
Бля, к тачке пошел. К тачке.
Although the bear came close, it never made its way up to them. Instead, it turned toward the car, and as it approached, Roman pointed out that there was a fish inside, and the bear had likely picked up the scent. The animal sniffed around the outside, then somehow managed to get inside, but all they could do was watch as the bear searched through the car.
Ты что делаешь? Блядь, новая машина. Там рыбы еще, блядь, сейчас походу в рыбу. Рыбу ищет. Столом сейчас это рыбу. Скотина. Смотри, что делаешь. Блядь.
For a moment, no one said anything. Then Sergei quietly asked what they should do next, but from where they were, they could only wait and observe. Any attempt to approach the car could have put them in serious danger. The tension stayed constant as they watched the bear moving around inside the vehicle, hoping it would eventually leave on its own and that the damage wouldn't be too bad. If you were there, would you have stayed and watched, or tried to act before it was too late? Just a heads up, this part of the video gets pretty intense and may be hard to watch for some people. On the channel SI Brib, the video posted on November 12, 2021 began with a small group of hunters preparing to drive across a river. They got into the vehicle acting as if it was something they had done many times before. The engine started, they moved forward slowly, and headed toward what looked like a shallow crossing.
Потом назад выехать. Тут мелко, не ссы.
Покурил?
Нахуй, блядь.
Я не знаю. Вон туда проехать, о, куда есть дорога. О,
Вот смотри, дорога тоже есть.
а какая здесь дорога?
Какая? Кудрявая.
At first, it seemed like it might work. The water didn't appear very deep and the current wasn't strong. But as the car moved farther in, the bottom suddenly gave way and the vehicle sharply tilted. They tried shifting into reverse, but the tires only spun under the water, and the vehicle began sinking much faster than anyone expected.
Вот и все.
О, блядь! Пиздец, блядь. Вот так вот зад машину утопили, нахуй, блядь. Туда твою мать. Говорил, попробуй потихоньку.
Within seconds, the pressure from the river made the doors impossible to open. You can even sense them trying, pushing, pulling, bracing themselves. But the water outside was already holding everything shut.
Вправо, туда надо.
Тихо,
А ты нас туда крутишь.
Подожди.
Уже вода здесь. Пиздец, блядь. Да хули я уже... Что?
The roof went under, the windows turned cloudy, and then the vehicle disappeared completely beneath the surface. By the time rescue teams arrived, the car was fully submerged, and all of the hunters inside had tragically drowned. It became a chilling reminder of how quickly control can be lost in a real hunting encounter, especially when nature changes without warning. That's all for tonight's video. Which encounter gave you chills? Let us know in the comments below. Got your own experience? We want to hear it. And whatever you do, don't miss what's coming next.